Welcome back, everyone. Want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Forex Tech Magazine. It's your host, Lewis. Want to welcome you guys. I want to also welcome my new subscriber that we have here. Hey, what's going on, big guy? Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Hope you get something very, very useful from this and you're able to make a ton of money. Okay? And before we get too far into this, I'm going to take a swig of water. All right, give the disclaimer. And the disclaimer goes a little something like this. Any and all information that you receive from us should be considered educational and for entertainment purposes only. Nothing that we share with you should be considered financial advice. If you are in need of a financial advice, if you're seeking financial advice, then our suggestion to you would be to seek the assistance of a licensed financial advisor. Oh, incompetent advisor. Okay. Now that we got that disclaimer out of the way, let's get into why you came here in the first place, and that is to talk about some trades. This right here is we're not gonna look at this right here. This is a Great Brent Pound. We only talk about Great Brent Pound during our London trading session, and that's from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Monday through Friday. So if you want to talk about that, check in then. What we are gonna look at Aussie US dollar, right? He said, why the Aussie US dollar, Lou? Like, why that? Why out of all the currency pairs you can look at, why this particular currency pair? Well, one, why not? Two, because I want to. And three, I'm just joking. The real reason why is because the live account that I'm actually trading, the one that I funded with the small amount of money, is actually a futures account. Right, and so with that futures account, I don't have a huge selection of currencies that I can actually trade in for the amount of money that's in that account, and because of that, I'm kind of limited at the moment to like 3 currency pairs, and that's going to be the Aussie, the Canadian dollar, and the Great Britain pound. I'm not going to trade the Great Britain pound in that current out of that account just yet, and the reason being is because it's only a few pennies on a dollar per trade per pip with that account, and I'm not going to do that with that amount of money in there. With the other two, it's like I'm trading a mini account or mini lots, right? So it's like a dollar pip for the moment. The ideal is, excuse me, to build this account up to the point where we're actually able to trade a standard account or standard lot in that account, whereas each pip is a representative of $10, and then really be able to kind of leverage it out and build it up from there. So, but what we got to do first is we're gonna have to take baby steps, baby steps, little wee small steps until we get the account built up till it's in a position where it's strong enough to be able to support us being able to go in there and actually putting some work into it. Okay. But let's get into what we're looking at here. And the first thing I want to analyze, I want to look at the U.S. Canadian dollar. And of course, if the only pairs I'm able to trade is the Canadian dollar and the Australian dollar, when I'm looking at this U.S. Canadian pair, then that would mean that I would be either looking to, in a situation like this right here, I would be looking at possibly shorting the Canadian dollar because it looks like is relatively weak compared to the US dollar at this time. Now, here's the thing. It looks like based off of this chart here, and let's go over this for a second. Let me take a step back for a minute, right? First thing we do when we go in, we analyze a currency pair. For those of you who are new, who have never seen me do this before, or never heard me talk about this before, the very first thing we do is we try to find the market direction, right? And one of the ways that you can find the market direction, of course, is looking on a larger time frame. You can look at the daily, weekly, or monthly. But a lot of times what I'll do, I'll just come in and just put in my support and resistance lines, right? And what I'll do is when I put them in, I won't look at where price is currently at now. I'm not acknowledging that. I'll go back and just put in my support and resistance lines, right? Like I put one here because price came down to the support level. Price came down to this support level. Price came up to this resistance level. Price came up to this resistance level, right? And you could put one there, but I think this right here is very is a good representation of this resistance level here. And then what we do, then we go and look at what price is at currently compared to where these support resistance lines are on the chart. Now, why do we do this? Once again, it's so that way we can get an idea of where we're at. So kind of like when you go to the mall or you go to a business somewhere, one of the first things you see when you walk into the establishment is there's a placard or something on the wall or something in the middle of the aisle that says, you are here, and it lets you know where you are in relation to all the other stores or office spaces within that building, right? So that way you don't get lost when you're going in. Support resistance lines do the exact same thing for you, right? Because the price is moving up, in which in this particular case it is. Here's a low, here's a higher low, here's a higher high, another higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So price is definitely moving up. You definitely got a upward momentum here, right? Price is retested, right? It's testing now what I would tend to call a major area of resistance, right? Yep, because price came up from, what is this, 2017 all the way up into 2018, and then it hit this area of resistance and it began to push back down. So this is for a pretty major area of resistance for this particular currency pair, right? So, ask yourself this question. If you're in resistance, should you be buying or should you be looking to sell? Well, typically, if you're at resistance, you're going to be looking to sell, right? Because you understand that when price hits resistance, then sellers looking to come in and push price back down. Now, if price is coming near support, what would you be looking to do? Would you be looking to buy or would you be looking to sell? Of course, if it's going near support, you'd be looking to buy, right? Because that's the area where sellers get exhausted and buyers look to come into the market and push it back up. So by us just knowing these little basic things here, it helps give us a better idea when we come in to trade to kind of get us an idea what we should be looking to trade. Now, once again, we acknowledge the fact that price is moving up. We acknowledge the fact that price is at a significant high, right? Because this high ended the uptrend from September 2017. And so this lasted from 2017 all the way up to June of 2018. So that's a pretty significant run, right? Now, some would say maybe price consolidated a little bit over here for the past couple of months, right? Because it just moved sideways. Typically, when price consolidates, 70% of the time it moves or it continues to move in the same direction that it was originally trending, right? Once it comes out of consolidation, it's 70% of the time. So right off the bat, I got a 70% probability that this thing is going to continue up and out of here, right? Now, it's that 30% that I'm scared of because, water break, the 30% that I'm scared of because I don't know 100% without a shadow of a doubt that this thing is not going to just fall back down and retrace everything and hit that support level. It's just no way to tell, right? We do know looks like it's buying. So what are the things that we should be doing? What are some of the things that we should be looking at? Well, a couple things we should be doing. The main thing that I would do is look at price action and just kind of wait and see what's going to happen over the next couple of days, right? We know right now that the U.S. market is about to slow down a lot because we're going into holiday mode, right? It's the Thanksgiving week is coming up this week. And so Thursday and Friday and probably tomorrow, it's going to be, I think the market's like open a half a day tomorrow, and then Thursday and Fridays, it's going to be pretty much a done deal. Everybody's going to be eating turkey and not thinking about currency. Now, the rest of the world will be. Canada will be. And the rest of the world will be. So it may give a opportunity for the Canadian dollar to pull back, gain a little strength on the U.S. dollar before it finally makes the move up. Or this thing could theoretically just kind of hang out here for the next couple of days and do nothing. At any rate, I don't think I want to be in this trade at the moment. Right? I think this is one of the ones that you kind of sit back and say, okay, you know what? This is cool and everything, but I don't know if it's the right move for me. Right? And every time you place a trade, it's one of the things you got to think about. Is it the right move for you? Is it something that you need to be actually trading in at the moment. And if it's not, then don't do it. Okay? But looking at this right here, and for those of you who don't understand what I just did, I just used Smart Fib, which is a tool that's here on this Smart Trader software, which is really good, and it's actually free, and it's included in the demo version. But essentially what it does, it just helps you mark your Fibonacci levels on the chart automatically without you having to go in there and do anything. Man, that looks really good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Only thing is, if you do this one, I would probably trade it off with the hourly chart. Let's look at the hourly chart. Ooh, Billy, what is going on here? Let's see. All right, so the way I would trade this right here is typically I'd wait for the pullback to occur. So obviously it's going to be a pullback. Price went rampantly up. Price should pull back, and then it should bounce off of that pullback. And once it bounces off that pullback, that's where you get your buy entry. So needless to say, if this is the pullback, which I think is probably a little bit deeper than this here, should probably maybe go through a little bit. Maybe set my entry order here, all right, at this level. All right, buy it, and then look to and then put our stop loss back up under that dip, and then look to cash out up here somewhere. All right, potentially. That looks good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This right here looks like it's a doable trade. I mean, it has all the basically all the things that we want to see. Only thing that's concerning is right here at this line of resistance, and so that's why we really kind of want some confirmation with price. Might want to hang out just another day just to see what this candlestick right here is going to do. But this looks pretty good. Looks like a pretty strong buy. Another thing you can do is kind of check what's going on with the U.S. dollar. And just see if the U.S. dollar has, and it has, right? It's continuous upward trend. So as you can see, the U.S. dollar has been on its own little upward momentum here over time, right? It's pulled back, and when it's up, it's pulled back, right? And obviously today, off of that pullback, it's breaking higher. So it got a little bit of a ways to go. It still hasn't made that completion. It pulled back to the blue, so. No, it didn't pull back to still. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna actually hit. Yeah, I don't know if the dollar's gonna go that high. But anyway, it seems like there is some room for the dollar to move. Obviously, there was a disturbance in the force that caused folks to roll into the dollar. And I just want to say that. But this could be actually a decent trade. It's actually shaping up to like it might be something. So that might be something we actually get into. I need to look at it a little bit closer before I make a final decision on that. But that might actually be something where we go in and short the CAD and jump in on that one. The next one is the Australian US dollar. Let's look at this one. Once again, dollar is looking very strong right now with all these pairs. Very strong, and it should at least pull back to here. Let's see how many pips is that. So once again, this might be another one where we look to. I'm about to check the news. Something must have happened with the the trade agreement. What happened? Something happened today. 65, 63 pips. It's not bad. What are we looking at on the hourly chart? Wow. All right, so wow, that's crazy. Hourly chart. One caveat here, and you see right here, this right here is a gap, right? Just always remember, keep in the back of your mind that gaps always get covered at some point. So even though it hasn't done it now, hasn't done it lately, at some point, you could expect price to retrace back up here and close that window, close that gap, right? Sometimes it happens within the trading session, sometimes it happens outside of it. But just kind of understand that it does and it will happen at some point. I don't really see a good entry on this one right here. I don't see a good entry at all on this one. Huh. Well, it definitely looks like the dollar has gained some momentum, gained some strength. Folks are pouring into it, and looks like if we sell off on something right now, we could have the potential to make some money with the dollar, with the dollar pairs. I'm gonna tell you, I think, and I gotta go back and I'm gonna analyze this a little bit deeper, but I'm definitely gonna put it on a trade today. It's either going to be shorting the CAD or it's going to be shorting the Australian dollar, but I'm going to short one of them and see where it takes me. Because both of these look actually very, very interesting. Anyway, guys, listen, that's all I have. I usually these little episodes are like 30 minutes at a time, and definitely be 30 minutes a day just because I don't have a pair on. I don't have a trade on, and I want to take my time to set up a trade and actually go in and look at it. And then what I do is maybe get back with you tomorrow, and we'll talk about what we did. As always, man, it's been a blast. If you get an opportunity and you're up, you're not doing anything early in the morning, check us out at 3 a.m. Love to have you on. From 3 to 4, we do the London Open. All right, lots of good trades, lots of good money to be made. Hey, listen, God bless you. Take care of yourself, take care of your friends and your family, and I will see you guys tomorrow.